Hey traders, welcome to the Bitcoin crash stream, or at least flash crash. Working on the crash, I guess, still Currently down 11.45%. That's pretty bad, but it's not the worst because most altcoins on average are down 20%. Ow. Just as we had broken above a candle high close on the daily from March 3rd, a wick low from March 26th, we had exceeded the high to low 618, breached it with confirmation, and then El Salvador officially made Bitcoin a legal tender, and we've sold the news. The news has been sold, it seems, right? News-driven catalyst happens. Well, yeah, I think 4 hours, 60 minute and below, it looks like death. Daily doesn't even look, it's kind of rough, man, on the daily. You start getting the weekly, monthly, you can't even tell much of anything happened on the most significant time scales. But on this one, what's happened was Bitcoin lost about 42 to 43% of its value from its low from July 20th to the high from yesterday today. So we've had a moderate retrace already. You can see that 200-day moving average being tested for the first time since it breached on August 19th. You're testing it, you're above it for now. Something else that happened, if we look at the 50 simple moving average, well, the 20 were below it, the yellow line, but the magenta line I just plotted is getting close to a daily golden cross. Lagging indicator, no big deal, but it's in the midst of being developed, right? I mean, we had a death cross. Everyone talked about the death cross June 19th. Everyone. Okay, well, I mean, and there was a golden cross way back, golden cross May 21st of last year. And we could be working on another golden cross at some point in the future, depending on the price action. Probably is going to depend on how fast that cross happens. You know, if it doesn't dump too much further in the next week or two, then you're probably, it's inevitable that there's going to be a golden cross, but it doesn't ensure or guarantee that Bitcoin's going to go to moon. All right, just pointing out your moving averages. You tested the 50, tested the 200. You're both currently right now. That's all we have, right? So I just want to show you that. And you never really back tested. You were so close. Why did this asset, when it was crashing, not just go down to 42K, get it over with, and test that January 8th old all-time high, right? First time we ever created it there. Why did it not test that? That's annoying. So bearish and golden candle clearly in the midst of being painted. It's like a 6-line strike. You're erasing all 6 days, previous 6 days. So breaking news chat, Bitcoin's at its lowest price currently that it's seen in 7 days. What? Is it a good thing that Bitcoin retests the moving averages now? Now when it's too overheated. It's not bad if we don't know. We're in the midst of testing it, right? You don't know if it's confirming that we're successfully testing it. We need some follow-through price action.
Dating back to 2011 on the 4 hours, I see a bearish spat completing at 2.6.
Oh, that sounds good. Hold on a second. Sorry. Traditional markets, yeah, Tesla, right? Very nice. Apple, God, dude. Netflix, Facebook, right? PayPal, money printer, go burr over there. You know, not much of a very free market these days, I would think. This is your freest market that exists right here, the one we're looking at, that we cover every day. But we can put GSAT on the weekly soonish. All right, put it on the list. So we're still going over the carnage that has occurred today. So there's a daily, but then we go to the weekly. Okay, it's kind of rough. You know, well, there was that candle low close from February 22nd that you're still above, which is good. You are in the midst of painting a weekly bearish and golden candle, kind of rough, but you know, looking at it's not too horrible. Right now, I think anything above 45K is okay on the weekly. And then anything below that's like 41K. You were Remember, you were breaking into the bullish control zone and you're out of it. Gross. You up thrusted through the 60 again like you did back in just right before COVID crashed the entire world. Same thing there. So hopefully that's not the same occurrence. But yeah, that's unfortunate. New piece of data that exists on the weekly. But you understand, on the weekly, there's no discernible swing low that exists except the low from 31,500-ish right here. That's the swing low. So as long as this asset eventually, in the next 2 months, 3 months, if it sells off, as long as it makes a higher low than the previous low, all is well. Yeah, just kitchen reaction around that golden retrace, golden pocket zone, it seems. But then you go, right here, I tweeted about this because it's just so like, people are scared or nervous about crypto. And the altcoins are really where you're not going to feel too bad about things when we get done, when we analyze these. Yes, some shorter term trade setups got stopped out. That is unfortunate. But the ones that were posted in late July, when the market was signifying for altcoins that a reversal was coming with that confirmation low, man, it makes all the sense in the world why they might have possibly sold off at some point. It just happened to be today. We'll look at that. But here's your monthly log scale Bitcoin chart. Yesterday it looked really good. Today it's indecision candle this month. Very close to the open. So again, like I said, Bitcoin has not seen these prices in 7 days where we were at the beginning of the month. So it's really not that big of a deal. You're still above 60 on the monthly, not overbought. No bearish divergence at all, really. So that should make you feel a little bit better about things. No problem. But yeah, you go to the 4 hour, it's ugly, man. It's really, really ugly. Right, well, we had double bottomed, confirmed a bottom from April 25th on the beginning of the month, and we rallied, and that was it. Big dump. News, sell the news stuff. It has to be, right? Got as low today as $42,800. Well, I think one exchange went to 40K.
Thank you for the streams.
Malik, Dent. Yeah, dude. We'll look at Dent. Thank you, man, for 20. Yep, sure. So, I mean, really, anything above 42K is still really good. Yep, 42K is good. I mean, I get it. These aren't really discernible swing lows on the daily, and that's what you have to think about. There's a lot of noise on the 4 hour and lower in the daily, really. And you understand, like, there's no real, I don't even know if you could consider this low from August 4th a true swing low. So anything that makes a higher low than 30K, or maybe even 38K, is bullish. It's all good. All's well. Hidden bullish divergence began to play out, and boom goes the inverse dynamite. Just say this. I mean, like, things got maybe a little overheated, and eventually these moves happen, and technical analysis doesn't imply it too much. There wasn't too much of a signal that today was the day it was all gonna dump like this. Not really. Also, audio check, by the way. Is it too loud, too quiet? Let me know. Yeah, Jacob G. Stuff like that. You'll see once we get away from Ethereum. Once we get to the other ones. Sounds okay. All right, cool. So that's all your Bitcoin. That's all I can do. Look at all the time scales. Ethereum, oh man. I mean, it hidden. Sorry, log scale 86. Wow. So it got very close to an 88% retrace. Hit $4,030. The 886 was $4,082, where you can, I wouldn't say expect, but you could certainly see a reaction. You're at those deep retraces, right? Deep value perceived areas for possible shorts, right? Major W-shaped formation up at these levels. Can't be that surprised, even though, hey, sometimes you just blast through and keep going. You pull up Cardano, right? You do what Cardano did. Ethereum didn't do that. That's okay. So, I mean, where are you? I mean, you're at $3,400? Sorry, chat. I mean, that we haven't seen these prices in so long. It's been literally 7 days. God. major history happening right now on these coins getting destroyed. I'm just kidding. It's really, a lot of value has been lost in a short period of time. Very true. But relative to where things were just 7 days ago, nothing's happened. Same price. You're still above $28.89 last I checked. Yep. $3,000. Yeah, we're above that. Everything's okay until that's broken. But even if that's broken, man, and we just go by what true trend analysis is, right? Trend analysis 101. When you're in an uptrend and you really want to know when a trend's reversing, the asset must breach and fall below the previous discernible swing low. Unfortunately, chat, there is no real discernible swing low until 1723. So anywhere this asset goes, even if it falls below the inflection point, if it makes a higher low than that 1723 low from July 20th, that means there's still, and it pivots at that higher low, right? The higher low is created with a pivot. Then that means more market participants own the asset than they did July 20th and freaking June 20th, right? So still accumulation, still in an uptrend. That's it. So, well, at least in the midterm. Really would be nice to recapture those highs. But, right, this is a wave structure of some sort, right? Right here. Whichever one, and it's like 886. When you would call it a shark, was it a shark? Because it was a lower, it was technically a lower low on C. Not by much, man. It was almost the same. It's almost like you can't even call it a harmonic because it's too close, A and C together. But you're talking about devil's advocate, 886 area, reaction happens. Okay, well, dang, man, hold on. So now we use our Fibonacci here from the low to high of the structure. The low to the high right here from where it reversed. And a 50% retrace is 28.58. So if you're looking at this like a bearish shark pattern, a bullish 5-0 pattern completion zone is 28.58, 28.89. The inflection zone that it almost, I mean, it touched kind of the top of it, 3K. So you think like, you know, bullish pattern and a bullish trend, 50% retrace is where this happens, at least to retest or to continue onward. So interesting. W shape playing out near the PCZ, didn't quite get there exactly. And let's just see what happens at the most important area that exists on this chart by far right now, $28.89 to $3,000. Okay, there could be opportunity here. That's it. That's your Ethereum. Let's look at the monthly on Ethereum. Chat. I mean, like, nothing happened except insane volatility, and it's right around the price it was at 7 days ago when the monthly candle closed at its highest level of all time, the month of August. So you just have to, on days like this, when we like, the consensus has been things are good, the uptrend's going. You know, there's fundamental analysis is really good. Countries are buying the dip. When did that ever? What is that? Oh, a country bought the dip today, right? Because that's what they did. The president's like, yeah, like they're like around what? Around 43K. They bought another 100 Bitcoins or something like that. I think that's cool. I mean, do companies even announce publicly that they buy the dip besides Michael Saylor? I'm talking like, you know, like Tesla or something. That's awesome. So there wasn't really too much of a technical indicator that was implying a crash today. That's all right. And if we look at significant time scales, it's not even really a big deal. Long term. Long, slow, significant time scales. Okay? All is well. You get me? So kind of reminds me of BNB, but BNB never made it. It never got quite to even, it didn't even exceed the 618, I don't believe. So underperformed Ethereum pretty well. So yeah, some altcoins got stopped out for sure, but I'm still very much long on Ethereum and Bitcoin. This is not like really, there's no trend reversal that has happened today. No trend has reversed today. on timescales that matter. Okay, so let's look at, hold on a sec. I did not prepare this well, sorry. Hold on one sec, all right? All right. So let us just take a look at total. I like totals, not so much today, but still above $2 trillion. I mean, come on, right? It's like you were at 88% retraces, right? Even flip the chart over, right? This was the exact same thought process we used looking at almost all the altcoins, right? They had big dumps and they created the M-shaped formations, and almost all the altcoins caught major reactions at 88% to 100% retraces. This one reacted, and it's just been testing that 200 moving average on the 4 hour. I'm sure it's still probably above the 200-day moving average too. But you can't, anytime an asset creates that M or W-shaped structure and it's at the 786 or 886, no matter like the criteria of it, I mean, that's probably an area where you could see a reaction. It just happened to be a crash, you know. But I mean, like, you know, right now it's currently sitting at the same price it was sitting, the market cap sitting the same price it was at 7 days ago right now. Yes, it fell below it and a rally ensued. So you could understand, right? Like, just plotting this here, call me crazy. Like Ethereum, unlike Ethereum, this actually hit and slightly exceeded an 88% retrace. Right at these levels, 886s, things can happen. Can they not? Like, okay, for instance, you're looking at this, okay? It's funny, it's kind of funny. Let me flip this chart over. You see this chat, right? All right. It reversed at an 886. Then we go to just random ICX. Just a South Korean S coin. It looked like a lot of others, but we knew inflection points looking left, what could happen. What did this asset do that Total just did? Inverted. The context, you know, going further back than, you know, January is not good. I mean, but it reacted at a deep value perceived area. Reacted, but then it ended up bleeding out and coming back down, and market participants gained that confirmation they needed at this deep retrace level. And then the breakout of all the inflection points, we knew if we broke $1, probably going to double up. And it was a great time to take a look at what happened. You know, I mean, let me show you. You won't even, I mean, you would certainly believe it if you invested in yourself and studied what's being taught here. You would certainly believe it.
Mitch, thank you for showing me Hex at 0.01 a few months ago. I know you are not commenting on the project, and only on the chart. You've taught me, and all of us a lot. Thank you.
Is TTS too quiet, man? Thank you. We will look at it for sure. Okay, so anyway, August 6th. Okay, 1 month ago, ICX, we identified the inflection point, that we had broken it. We had confirmed a double bottom. There was an M-shaped formation, 886, falling wedge even. Everything was set up for higher prices on ICX. Okay, 1 month ago. And then the play button. What did the asset do, chat? It ran up to the next inflection point, 184, the first target of the trade setup, hit it, and today reversed. Possibly what happened, people take profit at profit taking levels, maybe? Trade's not over, right? Someone takes profit, they layer out 33%, they still have 66 to 67%. They're still owning 67% of their initial position, right? And they're waiting for a pivot, what you would think to be a higher low than the inflection point of $1. Pivots, the uptrend continues, we run to 184, and then eventually 240, and then maybe 290 if we're lucky. All right. So when you look at the market like this, is anything surprising? I mean, and then like, okay, that's not enough for us to kind of see how these things are going. I mean, we can go to another one. Hold on a sec, man. I'm losing my mind over here. Oh my God, dude. How can I not find this? What's wrong with me? Oh, sorry. Okay, so what about KNC? KNC. Wow, what a double top in the end. Gross. Oops. KNC. Same structure, deep value perceived areas. Just like the inverted total market cap chart. 886, M shape. Just kidding, W shape. It's kind of universal. And so we just take a look. I mean, July 27th. You see this harmonic right here. It looked, okay, we're getting above an inflection point. We knew the context was so good because it was like, right, confirming a bottom, a harmonic here, and a back test of a spring was beautiful. Okay, it's time. It's time to long. Then, not now. Not yesterday. Okay, and so what did the asset do? It hit the third target of the trade setup literally 2 days ago or less, and uncanny, right? Like unfreaking canny. Attempted rally, confirmed the top, and then Bitcoin crashed. So it's, I mean, this is what happens, Larry. People take profit for real at profit-taking levels, and the altcoins were way more clear than Bitcoin the whole time. I mean, like, they just were. They had just the context of them looked so good. They'd done complete resets. Bitcoin had not gone down. 88% of its lost 88% of its value from the COVID crash. No, like the alts did. So, or at least the September of last year levels. What's up, Michael?
Michael Parker tipped $25. Mitch hope all is well. I have a bearish butterfly plotted on Lulu XP, a little scuffed, but I opened up a short at the double top of the structure and I'm targeting 350. Kind of looks like Pitbull and how it pulled back to the 50% retrace.
If that thing comes supercharged, thank you. We'll look at it, Michael, friend. Parker. His middle name is Friend. Hold on a sec. Let me do that real quick. So I'm just like, man, altcoins, dude, are just... And so what does this mean? What does this mean? I mean, like, to me, like, that was a nice shorter-term trade setup, right? That was playing the smaller harmonic. Okay, the context is way more bullish than just that small structure that was played with the 3 profit-taking levels. Okay, I think if you were playing this, it's like a slower, more significant structure. We got targets probably taking you to $278, $3 again. Eventually, after this pivots, making a much higher low eventually than July 20th low.
$29.56. Hey Mitch, big thanks for you cover up on these crazy days like on the C19 dump times. Think the market looks like it's repeating kind of same thing like then only in a smaller time frame. What is your opinion on that? Smile on BTC/USD 37.54000000 bad.
Do I think the market looks like it's repeating COVID-19? No, because this is an isolated event that is occurring, right? Did stocks crash today? God no. Apple made all-time highs. Tesla, I think multi-month highs. You have tech that's killing it today. Even bank stocks are doing good. Ford, they're all doing well. No, this is nothing like COVID at all. That was a cash grab liquidity crisis. This is, hey man, altcoins, people took profit at profit-taking levels by the looks of it, right? But Bitcoin was a little less clear. It had broken out. There was no technical, like, there was not a bunch of an aggregate of variables implying Bitcoin was going to crash today. It was just the market participants decided to sell when El Salvador, the day they made it to their legal tender, right? And it happens sometimes that way, and it sucks. And that's what stop losses are for. And that's why people take profit, layer out of their trades on the way up, like KNC, right? We should have been fully exited from that position. But I mean, again, what I think will happen because of the larger context M shapes across this market, not just here, dude. What about just this one, dude? I mean, like Rose, my God, this thing went to all-time highs. It's up 12.58%. Not all S coins are created equal. My God, I thought this was gonna dump. I thought I was gonna come to this chart and it was gonna be so much lower. Nah, dude, it's somehow above its old all-time high, which is the top of the harmonic. Anyway, let's just say there was a crash, and it did pull back, and it was probably just going to make a higher low than the low from July 22nd, probably a low from August 26th, pivot, and then run again. This isn't the best context one because it actually went to the promised land. This is like kind of best case scenario stuff for these patterns. Like this is what you would think best case scenario would be for any coin that presents this, like KNC. Figured maybe KNC eventually could do this. It still can. It could still eventually go to all-time highs. Maybe it's just because this one's such a lower market cap. It's easier to move the meter. And I don't know, maybe institutions like, I have no idea what Rose does, but I'm just saying, like, we're talking pure technicals here. So look at this. I mean, all right, so we have assets that hit profit-taking levels, some of them. We have assets that broke out to all-time highs. And let's look at one that's it looked really good. Really, really good like yesterday, okay? But it had not done what it needed to do. Not yet, okay? This is SNX. Just an altcoin, created the same M shape, bullish bat pattern, right? Reversed at the 886, the pattern completion zone, almost literally to the T. Perfect. Love that. Okay, made the higher low. That's the confirmation low. Really good. Where it sprung, it back tested the spring from September 1st. Then it rallied again to test that major inflection point, $14. If this asset can break $14, my God, it could go insane really fast to $22. What happened though? It didn't break. It couldn't break the resistance. Bitcoin rolled over. So it dumped. It's stuck in a range between $7.90 and $14. It's in the dead middle, so there's not really much action you can take. There's no edge right now. It tested the 200-day moving average and failed. Bearish engulfing candle. Not much we can really do right now. We have to wait for more data as swing traders. But that's sometimes what happens. And that might have just been it. Like people, maybe they took their longs at $7.90. It ran up $13.51, $14. People took profit, and then the market crashed. Bitcoin reversed. And then you okay, so like Rose outperformer, KNC, meh, kind of underperformed compared to some, but was fine compared to others. But then you have ones like, unfortunately, dude. Look at this one, GRT, going to test the major inflection point. This is like danger zone. This is like, if this doesn't hold, yep, I think you're creating an M shape. Right, like if Bitcoin wants to roll over and go to like 42K, this one's most likely gonna paint something like this, like a bullish bat. Right, probably gonna paint something like this. It's gonna go down to 48.50 cents, which is really unfortunate. I mean, like that could happen. So we're watching the levels here on everything. GRT though, right? We looked at Rose, all-time highs, and it's up 12% somehow today. This one, trash performer. Okay. While many altcoins were hitting 50%, 618s on their way up from their major highs to lows, this one hit a 23% retrace. Reverse there, like once, then twice. So that's really bad. So you want to take notes. Okay, we're doing an audit on S coins. And I'm really disappointed in this one's performance when so many ran circles around it. Right, you want the outperformers in bullish conditions. But yeah, if it stays above 75 to 81 cents, that could be awesome. I just don't know if it will. I don't know if there's enough demand to keep this asset propped up. It has literally everything to do with Bitcoin. It will hold. Say Bitcoin rallies here, we go back up. It was a joke. It was to liquidate everyone, all the leverage traders. This is going up.
25.64 with TP at $33.40 and TP at $39.76. And a stop at $22.52. Trying to put my newfound Patreon knowledge to work.
Yeah, dude, we'll look at it. Thank you for the freaking looks like 75 on the day, or maybe 100. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate that. Michael Friend Parker. Yeah, MFP. Not NFT, MFP. Thank you, dude. Well, that hidden bullish divergence that was certainly real, it can play out when it's so affected by the macro that had to dump. It did dump. So, okay, I think like hopefully what you're getting out of this stream is maybe some education on what happens at deep value perceived areas, whether it's bullish or it's bearish, right? Doesn't matter. Big moves, M shapes, W's, 886s. Oh, take heed. Take heed of the 886 no matter what, no matter where. It's not okay, it's not what I said. It's literally what the chart says. I just know how to sometimes read support resistances, right? It's like, yeah, what would make logical sense? An asset hits a resistance, it can't break it. Well, then it reverses. It probably would eventually go back down to a critical support from history. So that's all it is. Look at this one. Look at this beautiful prime example of straight up, straight down. Keep. It was on markup watch. Anything above 38.9 cents, 39 cents was primed for 62 cents. What did it do? It went to 62. Nay, it went to 66 cents intraday, but never had a candle close above the candle high close from June 17th. And we know what we know about history on this chart is straight down, straight up, straight down.
Since your stream with Richard Hart on May 25th, HEX has gone up 8x. Amazing instrument. What does chart tell us from here? Best ranking site.
I want to say I got the FOMO police coming here, so hold on. Yeah, HEX has gone up a lot. I scanned over it. Looks completely fine. Almost like nothing even happened. It actually finally looks like, hey, is that a chart? Or is that just a straight line up, right? Oh, there's a little red I think I see today on HEX. I think it's only down like 4%. Just kidding, it's up 2.56% now. Man, I'm happy because it respects the TA. And I know people that watch this stream since 1.1 cents. I know patrons that took the trade set up at 1.1 cents and it ran all the way to 10 cents. I mean, people have made life-changing money on that thing. So how could you be mad about it? We can call it all the name. You can call it any name you want, but it's been a money printer. Well, yeah, we'll look at it. Funding, thanks. Well, no, that's not even minimum request, $20, right? Anyway, so this is just another example of supports, resistances, IUOK. Straight down, straight up, straight down. Could go straight up again, or it could just come straight back down to really test it, and it can't hold. Bitcoin wants to plummet to zero, then 23 cents and below. Oh, zero. Bitcoin was zero. This is definitely going to zero first, but anyway, and then you had like assets like YFI. Man, it was so promising. It was looking good. We knew it could go to 43,780 if it ever broke 39.7. It was tough for a while. And then it hit that resistance. That resistance that was identified literally September of last year, 1 year ago. We knew that would be important. It's not a joke, okay? Well, it hit it once and then twice and it dumped. And where did it go? To the next major inflection point that was the entry of the trade setup, if you can even believe it, September 27th, right? So this one right here. I mean, what do you do? It looked really good back in early August, late July. It was above an inflection point. It had back tested it successfully as support, was implying that sellers were exhausted after it back tested successfully the resistance as support. And then it was like, okay, sweet. So hits 2 of the 3 targets of the trade setup before wicking down. You see where the stop is at 30,982.46. It went as low as 31,000. Monka S chat, Monka S on that. But whatever, at that point, if one didn't have a trailing stop loss, or if one didn't move their stop at all or something, they'd have been layered out 66% of this position. They'd have only the minority of the position left because one would have taken profit at 39,555 and 43,664, right? Yeah, swinging for the fences a little bit for 50K. That was if, you know, it outperformed. We don't know which ones are gonna outperform. You just don't know. It's crypto whack-a-mole. Sol went nuts. Rose? Is that the Rose song? E-turn? I don't even know if he's out there. Because he might be on his yacht because he went all in on Rose. Just kidding. So this is just like the ones like where like it made sense where reversals could happen, right? Harmonic, PCZ's reaction reversals. It's like very good. But yeah, if one was trying to take new fresh longs recently in the past week or two, yeah, that does kind of suck, man.
FDM. Thoughts on supports levels?
Well, look, Charizard, thanks, man. I haven't even gotten a request yet because I just wanted to take this time to try and just make sure we're all on the same page about what we're looking for on assets, whether it's crypto or stocks or forex or commodities. We're looking for the same things over and over and over again. And just wanted to let you see, it's like Bitcoin was a little, wow, that's kind of crazy, but the altcoins were way less surprising if you look at the way we were looking at it from like late July, right? Okay. So we'll start getting these requests. Well, no, I don't think anyone requested. Oh yeah, JT did. Okay, sorry. All right, let's go. We go in order. All right. So anyone out there that's triggered about me looking at an asset, it's like they were the first ones to tip, so we're looking at that first, and then the second one second. Okay. First request. Was GSAT, Global Star. Well, it's kind of interesting, right? It was like a potential inverse head and shoulders. It broke out, and then it just couldn't do anything. Sold off and just got right back to where that right shoulder was again. Then pivoted, gapped up on nothing, no earnings. So your question was you wanted to see the weekly. Sorry, was this in log that I looked at this? Yeah, I guess I was looking at this in log one day. Oh yeah, log scale's nuts. Look at it in log scale, like the downtrend, you broke out. Let me show you. So 257, you break 257, 443, you break 443. I mean, it could be going all the way up to like the IPO price or something on Global Star. So, yeah, it's okay right here, but it's not at like, right, you could clearly see like, hey, what's the low risk area? And what about a harmonic? I mean, like, this was almost a little too perfect here. Well, this is log scale anyway. I can't even look at it in log scale if I'm gonna do harmonics, but I don't really see anything about this that sticks out as like high value, let's go long right now on it, right? So you're requesting it and you're saying the weekly, breaking out of accumulation range dating back to 2011. Well, I think if the range existed, it would have been created. Its first high was June of 2009. That'd be it. So it is technically, it broke out today or yesterday or last week, excuse me, this is the weekly. Yeah, it broke above $2. But there's just, unfortunately, a lot of other pieces of data. Look, there's a high at 257 multiple times. There's highs at 360 and there's a high at 443. So you're at the near top of the range, maybe broken out of it, but just looking left, I mean, you can clearly see that there's other highs too. So, look, you can clearly see how well respected it was in February, that resistance. So that's going to have to be tested again. If you break that, then yeah, maybe you do have a good chance of seeing 339, 443. But it's not at an area to long literally right now using strategic, traditional technical analysis. No, not right now. That's okay though. Okay, next one. Those are crypto. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it's like something that You know, it looked like a falling wedge. Oh wait, it was definitely down sloping price contraction. It broke out, hit the measure move, exceeded it, and then a broken inflection point. Broken inflection point, a high from May 25th, and this little wick low right there from April 23rd, trying to hold above it. So, you know, you thought, hey man, how could this not see 1 cent? It's just not enough demand to push it higher. So if this asset can't hold 4.7 to 5 tenths of 1 penny, which is a major inflection point, and I'll just mark it here so we can see it. If it can't hold this, you could think an M shape's in creation. It's like being developed, right? You could clearly think that like from the low X, A, B, C, and then D, 886 would be down here. That was what you, if you don't hold 5.5 tenths of 1 cent, then look out, you'll be looking for it to lose another, like half its value and go to an 88% retrace around 2.5 tenths of 1 penny. So it's worthless anyway, right? But yeah, this one was just another one that had an M shape, major X, A, B, C, D, and reversed at a deep 786, 886 retrace. It made a nice common retrace by 50%, and it's reversed some here. So I don't know if there's action to take right now. Just keep your eye on 5 tenths of 1 cent, because that is a major level. If it holds that, then it could, sky's the limit, up to 1 cent. But it's gonna be all on Bitcoin. Bitcoin will dictate where, if all these assets at their critical levels, if they hold. Bitcoin will do it all. They most likely, Bitcoin's not gonna dump, and these assets are gonna hold on to these critical inflection points. They're gonna slice through them like hot knife through butter. This thing's down 25% today. Nice. Okay. No action to really take, but we should monitor the levels. Always monitor the levels. India said 42,000 exact on Kraken. There you go. Yep. So that's like, some didn't go that low. But all right, Hex is the next request. Oh my God, people in the chat are just like,
Look here! Look, listen!
No, I mean like, we'll see. Where'd it go? It's up 4.5% right now. It's unbelievable. I mean, in ways it really is. I mean, it's not a joke. This is, well, I mean, yesterday, or actually it is today, this asset saw an all-time high of 47.8 cents. Do you understand, in 1 hour and 7 minutes, if nothing changes, Hexicans and just normal people, this would be the highest daily candle close of all time on a day where Bitcoin has crashed 11%, but at one time it was down 20%. That is impeccable. That is technically impeccable. I mean, like, so far in this cycle, Hex has been pretty much immune or invincible. I'm talking about past tense. It has done that. I'm not saying it is invincible, where it can't pull back, it can't crash, it can't sell off. I'm saying past tense, it has been invincible for the most part, because any pullback, the market maker, whoever it is painting these beautiful bullish consolidation structures that we interpret as bottoms or reversals, right? I mean, over and over and over again, right? Where you had the double bottom, back testing old ice lines as support, falling wedges, bullish 5-0s, 3 rising valleys, double bottoms. Now it's the last one. Maybe a bull flag, you could have argued, and on the 24th when it's back testing the old highs of support. Now there's no more structure. It's going nuts now. And look at this green candle. Look at this bullish engulfing candle developing on this 4-hour candle. Like, unreal. To a point where you could almost start saying, hey, on the 4 hour, is that hidden bullish divergence? Sweet mother of Jesus. I have no words. I really just don't even know what else to say. Like, besides, hey, you have fib extensions, right? Okay, cool. Fib extensions, and could see 44 cents, could see 50 cents. If this keeps going, psychological resistance breaks 50 cents, 75 cents, then $1. If it's going to keep going, which I don't know. I've never been one to say I know for a fact it's going to do anything. I don't know if any asset's going to, for a fact, do something. But you just have to target rationally with the 0s and the 5s, because this thing is certainly, without a doubt, currently in price discovery. Better than any other asset in this space. Better than Cardano went to discover price and then crashed with Bitcoin. It's wild, dude. So I mean, like, yeah, again, call it all the names you want, but if you participated in this asset, your life's gotten a lot better financially, indubitably. So keep calling it a scam all the way to whatever price it gets to, and then eventually, if it ever crashes, whenever it crashes, you can then say you were right. Okay, it was a scam, dude, but you know, this is not about, we're not in here to be like scam, not scam. We're in here to be like, hey, well, we found a trend. Okay, this asset is in a trend. It's bullish. Okay, cool. That's what we need, the mixing bowl for our cake baking, right? We need that trend to be making consecutive higher highs, higher lows. But then it's like, okay, I mean, well, that's like a double bottom right there, a potential double bottom. All right, it pivoted on the second low, and then it rallied, and then it came and back tested old inflection points on the daily. It's now here on the 4-hour. Asked support once and twice, and then it broke to all-time highs. And then what did it do? It consolidated bullishly, a falling wedge. This is when Richard Hart was on the stream when we had this beautiful falling wedge, and it was breaking out during the stream.
Can you shout out to Hex Nordic and Hex Norway? D.
Hello, Hex Nordic, Hex Norway, both of y'all. What's up, y'all? Thanks for the 57.79 super chat, session top super chat. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't think Hex people are having any problems with finances today, right? Just saying. I mean, I'm not saying that because I care about Hex. I'm saying it because look at the friggin' charts. So, like, right? I mean, like, so I was just trying to paint a story. I was interrupted right there, not rudely, just painting the story of, like, all we're doing is looking at an asset, trying to apply traditional technical analysis to it, and it just keeps playing out. We keep identifying Bulkowski structures, Scott Carney structures, and they just keep being reliable, and they outperform. That's it. It's just, right? People are delusional to think there's anything more that I'm trying to do on the Hex chart than that. That's it. What's up? Jeez, dude.
Ross tipped $200. Hey Mitch, good to see ART smile.
Good God. Can we get some hype in the chat for that $200 contribution from Ross and Roll Tide? Yeah. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. Bama, our team looks like the Hex chart right now. Like unstoppable, unbeatable. And you know it, dude. Everyone in college football knows it. All right, man. Yeah, can we please look at Hex again? No other assets, nothing, just make it a Hex stream. Unfortunately, there are more assets to look at, all right? And what was the next? Dude, I'm beating, not a dead horse, I'm beating an extremely immortal horse for now. And the horse is just staring back at me, and it keeps throwing up money. Whatever.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Alright, let's see here. Can't believe this guy. Alright, next request. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Ruru Rimon. Doing all kinds of cool things. Alright, add an inflection point. All-time highs from September. What's it doing? It's confirming a top up here. This is high risk area for longs. Lower risk for shorts, put buyers, right? Inflection points, deep retraces. This one actually a little too deep here to be a shark, but let's, just for the sake of, I want to see the 113. If we're at the 113 here, it looks like it, right? My God, it's a 113 retrace, like 1/4 of the reciprocal of the 1.618 of extension. 113% retrace is very real mathematically, and that is exactly where you reacted and potentially where you've now reversed. And you are back within the confines of the range between $285 and $400. That's there. Okay, so this is confirming a top at a major inflection point. That's normally some pretty good variables for shorts, right? If I flipped the chart over, right, this could be a really decent argument for a long if the asset can truly get some follow through above 387 for the upward move, right? There's a lot of wide open spaces based on history, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. You could go straight up again, man, right? Just kidding. Just showing that for perspective for you, the viewer, straight down, it could definitely dump here. So just, it's all about the levels and the follow through. We haven't really received any follow through since breaking back into the range today. Hexillionaire, dude, let's go, man. Thank you so much for the 100 super chat, man. Kings.
When I get up from my chair, HGX can sniff my seat. 0.0004279 for PTC.
Thank you, Richard Farts, for the 20. I'm sure maybe a couple of people would do that, and it wouldn't even have anything to do with him creating Hex. Some people are just kind of different strokes for different folks, okay? And I'm not judging. Thank you, dude, for the 20. So, Lululemon, what did you say, though? You said little scuffed, open to short at the double top. I had not even read what you said. Okay, 350 targets. 350. That's reasonable. 345. It's right around 350. That is extremely reasonable. That's 360 might be a little safer because the 4-hour 200 moving average, you might catch a reaction and bounce off it. How many times have we been seeing the 200 moving averages be respected in stonks and crypto? I mean, so maybe 360, but I don't think there's anything wrong with your analysis. My God, did a wonderful job, and hopefully I've been able to at least give you a little bit more, and hopefully some people, learned something right here on this analysis. Try to put an emphasis on education in the stream to provide value to you, the viewer. All right, and it's good stuff, man. 113% retrace. Okay. At the same time, you understand. There's not been really any fall through yet, and you're doing it right, okay? But this could fail. Why? The asset, here's the other side of the coin. The asset is in an undeniable major uptrend, okay, long term. All it ever does is eventually make higher highs, higher lows. So what does that mean? Long-term uptrends, like Hex, right? Bullish patterns are oftentimes reliable and they can outperform. But when you're trying to go short in a long-term uptrend, what happens? Bearish patterns in bullish trends can a lot of times be unreliable, but if they are reliable, they can oftentimes underperform, right? So you got to be real careful about that. You are technically counter trend trading, but you're taking along at a beautiful level, a perfect level. And it's not just that shark, that 113. It's also, I'm looking at this too. Where is it, a crab or something? It's not, see, the true PCZ here on this one would be a 1618. See, that's what I'm saying. What happens if it pivots here and rallies, breaks back above all-time highs, and runs up to 464? You might have a better shot there if you're looking at it this way. So your thought process is completely good. You're doing it right, but just be cognizant of what trend we're in, and it's not just about the individual asset, it's about the macro. Macro's in this money printer go burr, unbelievable, inflated, stupid market. That's bullish, right? So I don't know about the sector for, what is Lululemon under? Retail, internet retail, probably is gonna be long-term bullish. So those are the things you ask the questions, right? When you want to take a long on an asset, you want to ask the question, what's the macro look like? Macro, really bullish. What's the sector of the asset you want to trade in? What's that look like on the chart? Probably up, higher highs, higher lows, long term. And then the individual asset, higher highs, higher lows. So you're batting 3 for 3 on bullish, long-term bullish. So, but yeah, dude, this is like, if you go to the daily, this could be a major double top in development or something. Yeah, so you're not wrong. This is great. And then, hey, guess what? It could fail. Well, this one maybe has a marginal, a stop loss marginally above $400. You get stopped out, whatever. Or even if you want to be aggressive, a stop below or above, $420.
So go ahead and keep promoting Hex chart.
Who's promoting it? Like, dude, you're delusional. You're just delusional trying to troll, dude. No one here's promoting it. I've never endorsed Hex in my life. I'm looking at a chart that is making higher highs, higher lows. It's showing Bulkowski structures. Every other asset I look at, I do the same thing. It's just this one just keeps going up. And all I'm doing is analyzing it. And you're coming in here calling me a promoter or something. It's like, dude, you're out of your mind. You crazy. Foaming at the mouth. Yeah, it's like really, it's like someone called for a technical analysis on an asset that provides a good specimen for unique analysis. That's Hex, man, a unique analysis, because it's like nothing else is doing that, and it could be because it's a scam. But until it's a scam and the chickens come home to roost, let's just keep looking at bullish patterns, and we can talk about strategizing stop losses below the swing lows and take profits, right? What's wrong with that? Nothing. That's right, Johan, because I've not done anything. I've not promoted any cryptocurrency ever. No equity, nothing. Like we just do charts. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, Haynes King. He's got to make sure to stop throwing interceptions, dude. And he's got to survive the mile high in Colorado this weekend. Hexillionaire. Sorry, I'm trying to. Let's go, dude. Thanks for the 100.
Don't hate on Mitch has reporting what he sees.
Thank you, dude. It's just, I don't even know. If I haven't explained it well enough, I'm just terrible explaining things. But I thought I was okay at explaining things, dude. That's like, broadcasting's like kind of what I went to college for. So it's like, okay. Okay, next request was... Oh my God, it looks so good here. Whoa, man. Dude, this one, like, look at the momentum shifting stuff going on. Anything above 23.31 was good, but now you're approaching, you're at this inflection point. You're nearing it. You'll probably test it again. I mean, unless something bad happens, but you'll probably test 27.36. You break that, man, there's a good chance you're going up to, let's see that candle open right there, along with the wick. 31.17, right? The candle open from November 27th and the wick high from December 8th, and near a gap fill. I think if that, I mean, it's all about the levels, right? So if this thing's momentum is truly shifting or something, right? And this is kind of maybe an inverse head and shoulders, the neckline's gonna be 27.36 undeniably, right? I mean, that's duh. So if it breaks that, we can't get ahead of ourselves and be like, oh, it's going to the moon. I mean, these could be aggressive targets up here. But I'm just saying, like, right? If you break 27.36, it could be straight up to $31. You break $31, $33.49. You break $33.49. You go to $39. Okay, one at a time. It's not crypto so much. A little bit more data, a lot more chop. But we know the levels, and the big one's 27.36. You're approaching it. Have an alert setup or something, right? You set a bearish bat pattern. Yeah, he's talking about locally. But dang, man, the low, then the higher low. But yeah, there could be a pullback. He's probably talking about bearish bat right here. I mean, maybe not. How do you even... Way too shallow for any sort of B. Stop at 22.52. 4-hour bearish bat. Oh, I get you. Yeah, he's talking about this. He's talking about from the all-time high to the low to the new. Yep, 38% retrace in the higher low on C. The 886, well, that would take you to $41. $41 and change. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you think if it breaks 27.36, it's probably gonna be going a lot higher. And that's the bad action magnet move. So yeah, Scott Carney talks about it. You break beat, could go much, much higher. Yes. Nice one. Michael Friend Parker. Let's go, dude. Sorry, I just had to take a second, Michael, to like calibrate. What is he talking about? Oh, okay. What anchor points? We're good.
How much would you re-enter the trades again due to them being near levels where they broke out from before? Thanks.
I normally don't like taking action on days like this. This is the scalper's day, and for me, I like to see where Bitcoin settles out at. What's it gonna do, man? Right? Because we just talked about like trade setups hitting profit-taking levels, 2 of 3, some 3 of 3. I think that the altcoins, what they'll eventually do is, they might keep dumping for a little while, but they're probably gonna make much higher lows than the lows from July 20th, 21st, they're going to pivot, and they're going to run again, and eventually hit the same levels they were hitting and they failed and they dumped today at, and then they'll eventually break them, and the cycle will continue, and then we'll get to those deeper retraces. That's what I think will probably happen. But today of all days, people scalp like the El Salvador president literally bought like at 43K, but Bitcoin could bleed back out to it, man. After the scalpers ran the price up, took profit, and it just bleeds out. It's testing $47,000 as resistance for the past 7 hours in 10 minutes. 7 hours, 47K's been regarded as resistance. The 4-hour 200 moving average also resistance. To me, I'd like to see how things settle first. So we'll see some negative momentum round out or something, right? Our next request was an asset that's been doing spectacular, still is. Where's my data, man? Hello? That's really weird because I know this is where my data is.
Make that ass shake, baby girl. 0.000214441 BTC.
This stream, $1,000. Single tip, $1,000. I'll shake my butt on stream. There you go. Bet you didn't expect me to answer that. Thanks. Let's go, Casey, man. Let's go. Thank you, brother, man. Just throwing out a number, I figured it's a joke, right? It's like no one's going to do it. So it's like, I win. Okay, so I don't know. I had all my data here. Maybe it's on Coinbase or something. Is it not on Coinbase? Oh. This should have been it. I don't know what happened to my data. Anyway, all-time highs. Hit the 1618 and reverse there, right? Didn't it? High to low. Yeah, look, dude. 1618 fib extension. Hit it yesterday, pulled back, exceeded it, far exceeded it. Went to 185 all-time highs today, and it's currently sitting right around where it closed yesterday, 137. I mean, you thinking where it was before Bitcoin ruined the party, this was probably going to go actually test the 2618 at 225. Like if Bitcoin, like, again, was still at 50K, this would probably be much, much higher. Would not performer. Moonage, super moonage on this one, okay? But it did the same thing as many others, lost 88% of its value in the end, and it just outperformed. It's crazy. Here's your FTM. Charge out. It said support levels though. Thoughts on support levels, 87 cents and probably 95 cents that's gonna be like your major inflection points. That's it though. Like below it, ugh. Above it, That's it. That's all you got kind of on it. Because it's just, it's like Cardano. Like broke out. Cardano, I think, back tested the old all-time highs. It's support, and I think it's trying to stay above it. It won't if Bitcoin keeps dumping, but if Bitcoin can somehow hold on here and to start consolidating and upsloping and maybe break upward, then these altcoins are going to be just fine, man. What happens?
Should view coin chart PLS Mitch.
Oops. Yeah, Ben. What's up, dude? Thank you. Yeah.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Let's look here. Listen. Make sure I get these requests, man. Let's see.
Thank you for getting me into Hex. Long-time subscriber finding enormous value in your streams. Cheers.
Bruh.
Moon Eye, thank you for the $40 super chat, I think. Thank you, dude. I mean, dude, remember, all it was on Hex was, it looks like the composite operator's acquiring his position here. That's all it looked like to me back at 1 cent. It looked to me, everything else had gone insane. Bitcoin was 65K, Ethereum 4K, 4,200. Oh my God, where's everything? Where's the value? Where's the beef? Well, Hex had it. What's up, Key? From Key. Well, yeah, your name's Key. And why does it say from Key? He's gonna go get the keys. Keys 2 times. Thank you. Jumia. Oh yeah, we used to call that Aunt Jemima stock before it got canceled. We'll look at it. We'll put it on the list. Thank you, dude. Okay, so we're going to next request. Oh, I think they kind of dwindled. Oh yeah, Q&T. Ooh. Good God, man. Such a beast. There's gotta be more data somewhere though. What? Oh, there were actually more data on Q&T on Coinbase than there is on Binance. Wow. All-time highs. Like it broke out. It looked really, dude. This looked so similar to Bitcoin, kind of in summer of 2020. Matthew D, you out there? Look at this. It just kind of looks similar-ish. Anyway, it's up 3% today. Fantastic. There's no action you can take on it really right now. I mean, looks like it's just trying to consolidate. They're just, dude, so high and...
Mitch, bro, accept $X for crypto donations already.
I don't know how to do that, like at all. It's not a one-up coin, and even if like I can't, I don't know. It certainly wouldn't be able to be implemented into the stream, which is a fun part of it, right? Anyway, dudes, so I think if you break this initial high at 348 from September 6th, the target would be, of course, the wick high, 388. Wow, it looks like it might be bull flagging. I mean, it looks like it's definitely consolidating after an impulse up, and maybe 4-hour hidden bullish divergence could be in development here. It had reset the oscillators after it didn't show bearish divergence, so that's always normally good, because when it doesn't show bearish divergence, normally it does this, it resets the oscillators, then it runs again, and then on the second move up, the second pump, it'll oftentimes get overbought and then round out and show that bearish divergence that we always, I don't know if I want to be around on this one when it's showing exhaustion like that. So it looks like it could be revving up, getting ready to go again. I can't even believe it, right, with what happened today in crypto. Wow, dude. Take note of some of these coins. Yeah, like maybe bull flagging. I think 400 psychological, 420 probably, because, you know, Elon.
Is that a joint?
But probably $500 would be the hard resistance here. If it broke its all-time high, that's probably where it'd head to. Okay. It's not, dude, what do? It's price discovery. It's like crazy. It's gone. All right, let's see. Jumia, yeah. What an underperformer, dude. Correcting. That's the word. It's the correction, man. You're on the other side of the fence with momentum, huh? That's a major level right there. Let's go to the daily. Hold on. Prayers for Bitcoin, chat. It still just can't break back above 47K. Kind of an inflection point, right? From earlier this year. Okay, all right. I understand maybe why you requested it. My issue is like it maybe is just not deep enough. You know, like what about the lowest low? 786. From this low though, not even 886. So yeah, I mean, you're onto something. It's like the IPO price, and then another low from May of 2019. Looks like we had price action correlation there. August and July last year, and then look right here, October and November of last year, and look here, listen, May 10th. It's definitely interesting, right? I don't think it's a formal harmonic. It's some sort of M shape, but if this is the M shape, then there could be more downside, because it's like the only thing that makes sense here would be a crab pattern, which I'm sorry to say, the PCZ is at the 1618. Which happens to be right around, well, a level of inflection, or at least from this low from September 2020. Well, yeah, I mean, like, can't rule out the fact that it might be trying to confirm a bottom here. Anything above 1827 safe, and runs the probability of seeing 2735, right? Because look at history. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Yeah, here it didn't do that. Okay, almost every single time though, the asset breaks below 2735, it goes to 1827. Anytime it holds 1827, it goes to 2735. So that would be like if someone was rounding here and they were trying to play the game of the confirmation low, double bottom, bullish divergence on the daily, on the MACD anyway. Their target would definitely be 2735 minimum, right? Up there, that's where definitely a reversal could occur because it's happened historically over and over and over again. So yeah, like I guess if one, like that's a range. So 2 inflection points. Dang, Michael Parker, let's go, dudes.
Michael Parker tipped $100. Thanks again for the analysis.
Thanks again for all the contributions, man. My man. Dude, I think you tipped under different names, kind of. But you were Session Top Jesus. You have outdone Ross again. And Ross, man, I thought you liked being the penthouse Jesus, man. You can take that from B-Dubs. He's been sitting there laughing the whole time. Are inflection points just highs, or can they also be lows? They can be both, Jeffrey. It's normally both. It literally, often, like all the time, it's both. Right, where it's created, it's manufactured for the first time ever back here, right? As support. And then becomes support again. Just on this, in this instance, it's never acted as resistance. Okay, so, but if you go to Bitcoin, like for instance, so okay, that's the analysis. 2735 would be your target if it sustains prices above 1827. Always a chance to come back, test 1827, fill a gap down there, August 24th, and then run, or it just goes down because one bottom, a second bottom. I still don't know. Okay. I don't know if it's actually gone deep enough. I feel always more comfortable on assets that have their blow off tops, their major corrections, and they get to the 886. 886 makes you feel a lot more confident, and it's just like there's just another level. There's like a lot of support down here. So it's either gonna probably make a major reversal here at the 786, deep value perceived area, but even deeper and greater perceived areas of value are the 886s from the major lows. So there's if it doesn't hold, I would not be surprised at all to see this asset eventually get down to $10, $9, because there's support there and it's an 88% retrace. Remember, chat? Remember that time we were looking at 88% retraces? And that's when reactions can occur. It could be major, it could be minor. Okay. Man, we've been going hard today. It's been all business. We got over 1,000 people watching. Thanks so much. I do hate for you that we're meeting under such unfortunate occurrences with what a revolutionary, unbelievable, amazing occurrence with El Salvador adopting Bitcoin officially as a legal tender in their country today. It's only the beginning. Only the beginning, chat. More will follow. People will buy. Bitcoin will correct. It will pull back. People get shaken out. Oscillators reset. And it'll eventually go again. Based on history, the only history we have on the asset back from 2008 2009 is number go up. And yes, number can go violently down. But one thing's always happened. Bitcoin has always, on weekly time scales, made higher lows than the previous lows before it, and then number go up again. Every single time. Okay, what was it? Is there another request or something? That was it. Chat, we did it, man. We friggin' did it. We did it, and we're back to Bitcoin. Been live for 1 hour, 20 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, that bell, that sub. If you're enjoying the coverage of the dump. So it would be nice to see Bitcoin close above 47K just because it's that low from April 25th. I don't know. And, you know, being above the candle low close from February 20th, always good too. Above the 200 moving average, always good. Above the 50-day moving average, always good there. But I mean, it could just be the beginning. I mean, like a bearish and golden candle, you could get a few more days of selling off of this. But just remember, I mean, this asset, until it falls below maybe $38,000, is making, hopefully if it pivots, it's going to make a higher low than those levels. And that means accumulation, more market participants own the asset than before. But if you just look left, you understand the levels, 30K, 40K, then 58K. Those are your three biggest inflection points on this chart. Nothing is more important than those three levels, 30, 40, 58 to 60. If we're above two of those three, we're okay. Anything above 40K is fine. You're not in any kind of trouble until we start falling below 40K. Then we get a fast move down to 30K. Then below that, fast move down to 20K. So just, it's all about the levels. We're above multiple critical levels. And again, it's all about the monthly log scale chart. If you're a long-term holder of this asset, imagine not being, even after today, imagine being a no-coiner. People will be laughing, ha 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 ha. It's like, where are those people that are laughing at you when Bitcoin's going up like 100% in 6 weeks? They're not around. They'll only show their heads on days like this. I don't know, matter. MicroStrategy doesn't care whether they buy. They don't care, dude. They continue to buy because they believe that long term history will repeat itself, which we just talked about, the history of Bitcoin. Number go up, then number go down, but that when a number go down, it always makes a higher low than the previous low and goes again. Oh, Logan G, I didn't see that. My bad, dude. That's really tough for me because that's Streamlabs, it's not Stream Elements. So, hold on. Okay, all right. Well, I think that was you, right? Yeah. All right, hold on. You requested something, so yeah, you buy merchandise that equals a request. Yep. Grin. God, man. Well, I'll tell you this, dude. I'll tell you. Yeah, talk about deep retraces. Chat. Talk about M shapes. Kind of undeniable here. I mean, it might have been a little too deep here. Yeah, that's been happening in some of these S coins. But it's the 886, 95% retrace. I mean, that's M shape there. And what did it do recently? It ran up and tested the level of inflection that's been pictured on the screen for I don't even know how long. And it reversed there because there was too much supply, but when it pulled back, it's trying to make higher lows than the previous lows locally. I don't know if it's like literally at a low risk area right now. I mean, even if I plot like that candle low close right here from March 13th, maybe that might be a good area. Yeah, it certainly has underperformed like GRT. And you think like if this type of M-shaped formation really plays out, I mean 157 eventually, it breaks 85 cents, it's going to 157 really fast based on historical context. Straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So if it breaks 85 cents, straight up again. So yeah, it's not like FTM, it's not like Cardano, it's not like Bitcoin itself. It's down there. It's down at like maybe value perceived areas still, but kind of pathetic performance where many assets have run circles around this thing. So it might not be that good. Yeah, Bashi, kind of figured. Man, it does suck. GRT, yeah, the greedy developers create more supply. That's trash, man. It's not good. Yep. GRT market cap all-time high, price is not because supply doubled. Yeah, that's pathetic, dude. That's like, it sucks though, but the chart looks incredible still. I mean, if you're above 79 to 85 cents on GRT, you have to be bullish. Now you fall below it, yeah, it's really kind of getting sketchy, but if it makes a higher low than the lows it made in July and June, it's still accumulation. So it just might take 10 years. It's been 84. It's like gold. Hey, GRT and gold, it's gonna take 84 years, but they'll eventually get to their levels, those higher levels. Great. Not a formal M-shaped structure at all, because B is far too deep, and that messes with D and makes it a little too deep too, but it's 88 to 95% retrace. Yeah, man. I mean, I would not be surprised if I look back at this asset in 3 months and it's much higher. Like, I wouldn't be that surprised based on what's happening here. It's almost like Wyckoff accumulation's happening down here between 27 cents and 85 cents. Okay, anyway. So Bitcoin, 28 minutes till your daily candle close. Getting back above 47K. Very good. Very, very good. Any more hype in the chat? Feeler? I don't think so. I'm gonna be good, man. I mean, I think we got to, despite the circumstances, I think today's stream has been extremely educational. You've been paying attention, and you've really been focusing, right? People have limited time in their day, especially the older we get, and I understand that, and I try not to screw around too much, and I try to get straight to the charts for you, because we're all on different places in our trading journey, right? As traders, we're all on a journey together, which is fun, but that path is very, very long. Do you have a favorite harmonic? I mean, it might have to be the Garley, because the Garley put me on the map 2018, 2019. So there's a little sentimental value there to me, the legendary Gartley on Bitcoin. So, and be sure, remember, shilling, the word shilling is a negative, not just a negative connotation, it's actually a negative denotation, meaning it definitively is not a good word to use if you're, but I'll tell you this, a great word to use in lieu of the word shilling is advocacy, advocating, okay? Just a little more word education or something, whatever. Jack, thank you, man. Whatever, promoting too, but yeah, that's another word. There's many words you can use instead of shill. Oh my god, dude. Saw 21 messages from Brad. Yeah, I can't do anything. Brad just saying. Oh, James? Wow, James, dude, thank you so much for joining the page. You snuck one in on me. So thank you, James, for joining. My man. Be sure to send the Patreon on the Discord. You got to do that, Kings. All right, so critical levels. You want to see Bitcoin close above 47,000 just because of some minor inflection point from April 26th. Everything is kind of like we've had a big old washout on stuff, and so it's going to require some days of data after this wipeout to see where Bitcoin is. It going to level out here, or is the dump just begun? We don't really know yet. So I would just, patience required on this. You understand those late July trade setups hit targets, right? Not all of them, some all, but like some of them not all. And this is exactly why people layer out, because the macro resets so much on the way up in cycles like this, right? Cycles that take a few months to play out or more. Oh, it was the moon cycle, dude. Totally. All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching the stream. I think I covered it enough for you. All crypto today, just because of the circumstances. But stocks did really well today. So thanks for the likes, the love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'll be back.
Started watching you around 2019 and was lurking most of the time and learning. Even was a Patreon member. But it wasn't until recently I can make consistent trades on stock or crypto. It is a long journey, one must persevere. Thanks,
Certainly.
Mitch.
Persistence outweighs everything, and if you want anything meaningful in life, persistence is necessary. It is it's of paramount importance. That key trait that separates you or me or anyone else from everyone else. You want to be mediocre, you can do things, dabble here and there, but to be truly great or become a legend or to be successful, I think you must have persistence, and that's what was just going on for Boshi Bashi. Thank you, dude, for the 20 and the good words. Good Zen words. So sit back, relax, enjoy the subtle beats.
Just curious, in all of your years of trading, what were your most successful and most catastrophic trades?
I mean, when I was like, longer time ago, kind of position sizing, sometimes I was going deeper than I should have. Nvidia was definitely the best call I've ever made, most money I ever made on an asset before Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin, from going from like, $9,000-$10,000 going up to 65K, liquidated 56K, and then threw it into real estate, income producing real estate property. I would say that was the most successful trade I ever had. In such a short period of time. Nvidia was a much longer thing, I think. Catastrophic trade. I think during the COVID crash, maybe played too many call options and got wiped out on a few positions, but I knew like it could go to zero or it could fail bad, but it was just a support thing. It wasn't really like using the cake baking formula too much. But then redeemed myself with the Qs and Target too when it did bottom out. So I guess you could say that really definitely wasn't as bad as how good Nvidia and Bitcoin were though. So anyway, no, the most successful turn was reallocated after selling into real estate. So country club vibes. Yeah, man, we're at the country club today, man. So anyway, still can't break 47K. It's been 8 hours, 7 hours and 40 minutes of being unable to break 47,000, which is that low that goes back to April 25th. So I will be back. Thanks for watching. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.
Is this your homework, Larry?
Hey, Steven, man. Thanks so much for joining the Patreon, dude. Really, really appreciate that. Be sure to see the Patreon, the Discord. My man, coming in from straight up.
Do you know the way?
When it comes out, 0.
When I was young, I told my real cousins I would never be a varsity athlete, and frankly, that was a tremendous blow to my self-esteem.
All I know is you never had to make me a varsity athlete.
And then, just like that,
Bitcoin going to zero.
I don't know, sir.
You should leave immediately.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.